with Lewis, you'll see him kind of throw his head, and he's a big horse, and Lewis will go from here to there, and he's like, oh, imagining. With Lewis, you'll see him kind of throw his head, and he's a big horse, and Lewis will go from here to there, and he's like, oh, imagining.
Welcome, my dear viewers. This is David M., the Polish Potato. In today's video, we have to talk about the free tool that Adobe made available to us just recently, and we have to talk about it because it deserves all the attention it is getting right now. A few years ago, we were working with Maryland Horse Breeders Farm, and we created this documentary about their daily life and work, which you are most welcome to check. I am linking it above. And sometimes, while working on the content for their YouTube channel that we were managing at the time, we found ourselves working in less than perfect sonic environment, audio recording environment. As you already guessed, the clip that started this very video was from the time we went to a horse racing event and found ourselves recording an interview in conditions that left a lot to be desired from an audio recorder's perspective. We had people talking in the background, we had music, we had the announcer. It was just generally super loud.
And I appreciate the recognition, and really what I hope comes from it is that maybe a spotlight on the horse racing industry.
Mind you that we did have lavalier microphones on our subjects that day, and the clip you just watched switches in the middle of it to that audio recorded to H1N coming from the lavalier microphone, and that did make the recording a little better. It didn't take care of all the problems. In my extreme example at the very beginning of this video, I did want to process the audio coming from the on-camera microphone that was recorded that day because it was really bad, and yet the Adobe Speech Enhancer handled it so well.
You'll see him kind of throw his head. You'll see him kind of throw his head.
Back then, if you wanted to fix audio with so many problems and make it usable, you could have tried an Adobe Audition, and it was a time-consuming process. You had to adjust a lot of different parameters. You could have tried in other software, of course, but you would end up with something that still was far from perfect. The other option was to pay around $450 for really nicely done high-end professional software that did much better job, but it was expensive. Today, we find ourselves in a totally different reality.
And I appreciate the recognition, and really what I hope comes from it is that maybe a spotlight on the horse racing industry. And I appreciate the recognition, and really what I hope comes from it is that maybe a spotlight on the horse racing industry.
Whoa. So we started with a bit of an extreme example here, but I wanted to show you that this tool really works well, and that's why it's been creating so much buzz, and a lot of people are talking about it. But let's now analyze what it really does. So I'm going to move this microphone away from me. And right now what you're hearing is audio that's being recorded by the A7 IV camera that does not have any microphone on top of it. This is just the built-in Sony A7 IV microphone in the camera. And I am sitting in an environment that is also nowhere near perfect for audio recording. I have monitors in front of me, there's a wall right behind me, there's a wall over here. None of this room is treated, so the sound is bouncing around, and it definitely doesn't sound as good as you would like it to. That's why we're using microphones like these. And now let's listen to the difference processed with Adobe Speech Enhancer. I have monitors in front of me, there's a wall right behind me, there's a wall over here. None of this room is treated, so the sound is bouncing around. Okay, let me get this back now because I like the way this microphone sounds. Again, I'm dying to see your comments because to my ears this makes huge difference, and basically what this engine is trying to do is it's trying to make any imperfect sounding recording as if it was recorded in really almost perfect or perfect studio conditions. Let's take a look at another example.
Camels are not like horses that need grooming, and they get hot on their bodies and sweat. That is not how camel fiber works.
This audio does not have as severe problems and as many problems as the previous example. It was recorded outdoors without an on-camera microphone, without any lavalier microphone on the subject, and it illustrates perfectly what this Adobe sound engine was created for. So let's listen first without enhancement and then with enhancement.
Camels are not like horses that need grooming and, you know, they get hot on their bodies and sweat. That is not how camel fiber works. Camels are not like horses that need grooming and, you know, they get hot on their bodies and sweat. That is not how camel fiber works.
You can clearly hear the difference, and you can clearly tell how this engine deals very well with audio that is consistent, with audio that has one, let's say, type of a problem. Maybe some echo going on, maybe the microphone was too far away from the subject, maybe there's a consistent type of noise that is registering in the background. It's doing very good job taking care of such problems. What about wind?
Good update on the foal that we were drawing blood from in our video earlier. It came back fine. We put him on some stuff to keep his stomach comfortable so that he would stay nursing, but as you can see, he is no worse for the wear and he's off to the races. Good update on the foal that we were drawing blood from in our video earlier. It came back fine. We put him on some stuff to keep his stomach comfortable so that he would stay nursing, but as you can see, he is no worse for the wear and he's off to the races.
Okay, I really want to read your opinions about this, but to my ears, the wind completely disappeared from this audio recording. Again, I think this engine was built and tuned for dealing with consistent level of noise and consistent type of noise in audio recordings, and it's doing it really well. But it is not magic. So let's now start exploring its limitations.
Some people look like their dogs. I look like my bird. This is my Grinch hat, my Grinchy bird, right? You my little green chicken? Yes, this is going to be your first Christmas, isn't it? Some people look like their dogs. I look like my bird. This is my Grinch hat, my Grinchy bird, right? You my little green chicken? Yes, this is going to be your first Christmas, isn't it?
It is called Speech Enhancer for a reason, because it doesn't seem to know what to do about animal noises yet. Maybe this is going to be fixed in the future.
You my little green chicken? Yes. You my little green chicken? Yes. I caught ya. Oh my goodness.
Not happy with that.
No, I don't like that.
I caught ya.
Oh my goodness.
Not happy with that.
No, I don't like that.
You could, of course, mix the audio from the two clips, the original one and the enhanced one, for the final effect that would include the noise the camel made when it didn't want to cooperate.
I caught ya. Oh my goodness.
Not happy with that.
No, I don't like that.
Maybe this is also a good point for me to show you exactly how you can get this to work for you. So basically all you need to do is you need to type podcast.adobe.com/enhance in your web browser. It will bring you to this window. Right now, this service is available free of charge. That's right. You heard me correctly. You pay nothing to use it at the moment. You simply drop your clip in here and you download enhanced version of your audio within seconds, sometimes minutes. It depends on many factors, depends on how long your clip is and how complex processing it requires. But generally, this works pretty fast. And that's pretty much it. You drop the enhanced clip into your timeline in whatever editing software you're using, and you can enjoy your new audio clip that in most cases will be nicely enhanced. Back to the subject of limitations, listen to this clip that was recorded in the car for a reason, just to, test very noisy environment. Obviously, it has a lot of problems. And then right afterwards, listen to what the Adobe Speech Enhancer did to it. This part of the test is being recorded in the car when there's a lot of road noise around me right now on purpose. This is not an ideal recording environment.
this part of the test is being recorded in the car when there's a lot of road noise around here right now on purpose. This is not an ideal recording environment.
Maybe this sounds better to your ears than it sounds to mine, but when you're listening to your own voice, you're more prone to hearing the differences, and it just doesn't sound right processed. It did something weird to the pitch and a little bit to the tone, and it just sounds very weird to me. So in this particular case, it just didn't work. It also didn't work for all parts of that super noisy recording at the horse racing track. Listen to this example.
When I had gotten out of the barn from that and was kind of looking around thinking where I could start. When I just gotten out of the barn from that and was kind of looking around thinking where I could start.
But I feel like we're really pushing it very far here, definitely above the limits that it was designed to handle. And I wouldn't, have any complaints or blame anybody for it not working in this case, because basically we've tested the limits. Final conclusion, this is a great tool in my opinion. It works really, really, really well for audio that needs a little bit of fixing, moderate fixing, or even heavy fixing in some cases. And as long as you do not have unreasonable expectations, it will enhance your audio very well and make your videos sound better. All of this is not to say that you should pay less attention to your audio recordings. Audio recorded well on the front end is always going to be the best, is always going to be better than whatever AI can do. But this Adobe Speech Enhancer is scary good at the moment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you a really good insight into what Adobe Speech Enhancer is and how it works. And I absolutely hope it helps you with your own audio recordings. See you soon.